chairman, is he here? Not yet. Alright, should be on the way. But otherwise, we are ready to get going. So, I think it's always good manners before we start. Just to get chief guest. Chief guest, yes. I'm told our chief guest is in. That is the fellow, Institute of Human Resource Management, the chairperson, SRC, CHRP, Sami Chepkoni. So sorry, sir. Let's appreciate you with a good clap. Happy that you're here, and thank you for honoring us with your presence. And we look forward, of course, to hear from you later in the course of the program. Yeah, so like I said, I think it's always good manners to get the host to give us the official welcome. So now when we're having fun and when we are eating, we do that freely, knowing that the host is okay with us being here. So to give the opening remarks, please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for CHRP Margaret Wu, the CEO of the charity. Karibu sana, Madam Margaret.
The chief guest, CHRP Chepkoni, the chair of SRC, the chair representative IHRM, Matangani Moya, the chair of Hrmpeb board, CS Sharon Kisire, the board members, Hrmpeb board, I can see Director Jacob Omuno, Director Mohammed, Director Commissioner Adam Mohammed, I can see Director Gilbert Opanga, the ED, Executive Director, IHRM, the IHRM council members present, our distinguished CHRP and friends of CHRPs, good evening. It is so much pleasure for me that actually this has come to be a CHRPK dinner, and I would want to recognize the first cohort, CHRP February 2020. Where are you? You can including me. The 2021 cohort, where are you?
You can pick up standing, please, kindly. You can pick up standing to all the result. You want to watch me.
2021 cohort. Thank you. The 2022 cohort, where are you? Thank you very much. The 2023 cohort. The 2024 cohort. What are bonus? The potential, they are coming. 2025 and beyond. 2025 and beyond, they are coming. I think I do a second one. I'll do a post-CHRP in 2025. Now, I don't want to say much because I was in that group of CHRPs and I feel you. And you say that all you want is to have fun. Chair, they told me that they don't want long speeches. They are just here to have fun. And so am I. So I just want to call the Executive Director, IHRM, to say hi. CHRP, actually CHRP, Kuresha, to say hi, and I want to, these people saying they just want to have fun.
Thank you. Good evening. Allow me to write on the protocols that have already been set. Our chief guest, CHRP Sami, who is also the fellow of the Institute, and everyone in this room. Good evening. Madam CEO, I have a disclaimer. Some of us made bets through Meta today, and we felt the best place to meet tonight was at CHRP Alumni Dinner. Wanajijua hapa akina Nelson, we were consulting Met AI whether we should be here or not, but I am very honored to be part of this networking event, and everyone like me is looking forward to connecting back, because you know when we finish universities, the colleges, all of us have our walls. Like I know the college I did my CHRP, we have a wall, but it's good to meet each other. And at IHRM, for an institution that sets the standards, and Hrmpeb, which does the certification, it's important that we align. And I cannot help but notice also in this room, there is a young lady, I know she came here to study as Monica. Monica represents HR in JNZ, and she said it to our face, stop creating our workplaces for us. I will show you guys what we want. So Monica, if you can wave. So Monica said she will not complain that we don't feel them. She took it upon herself to tell us how that workplace looks. So please feel free to interact with her, and she has so much ideas that in this room tonight, what will happen is a lot of cross mentorship. From us who are very old and the youngsters in the room. Nelson, I promise you won't be bored. So I will not pay that bet after tonight. Thank you so much, and thank you for having us. And this is just the start. I think the next one utatupeleka KICC, because we will be too many. Come next year. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also received apologies from our national chairman. He had a funeral and he could not make it in time to the airport to Kisumu, but he's ably represented by the council member who is representing this region where we are hosting this dinner tonight, Coach Malangani Muya. Karibu, Coach.
Thank you, Madam Commissioner. Can give her a good hand as we welcome our Coach Malangani.
Good evening, CHRPs. Please say it more custom. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you very much. As we have been told, these are Gen Zs and a few millennials, a few
Gen
X, some baby boomers, like one almost standing here between an Gen X. So I'll make it very short. On behalf of the chairman, Philip Damasacino, we are very happy about this occasion. It is actually a testament of where HR is moving towards. We often hear of other bodies, and they proudly say an engineering summit. We have a doctors this and that, the accountants. We hear of alumni associations that are driving professions. And this is the first time, and we must thank Hrmpeb for coming up with this idea, bringing the profession together as an alumni. What is the purpose of an alumni? Is to come together with the knowledge that we have. It's also to help in the dissemination of that knowledge. It is also to support the upcoming professionals in either that alumni association. In some places, alumni are the drivers of sponsoring research, sponsoring students. So when we go to America and we are asking for sponsorship, you normally get it written, maybe it shall be the Sami Chekwoni Foundation. Then I pray, and I know you do that in your own ways. What I say is that once we form this, it shall not become like not only the institute will be the professional body championing the professionalism, the alumni will be the representative and the disseminators of that professionalism. So take it from us that it is a beginning, and we always start with a small step, but I don't see this as a small step. The chairman would have liked to deliver this message of appreciation and saying that the Institute is going to work closely with Hrmpeb and with all the alumni and any support that will be required towards that, because we are one at the same time. Let's push this profession so that it gets to what it ought to be. There are a lot of activities which have been happening behind the screen, behind the scenes. Those who attended the conferment of the fellows, you had the person responsible, Mr. Owano, say he wants to see HR playing a role in matters HR, not only in the public, but also in the private, in setting the standards. So with that, please receive the chairman's greetings, regards, and we wish you well, and we enjoy this first step and the dinner and the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach. I now want to welcome my mentor, my leader, and my boss, the chair of Hrmpeb Board, CS Commissioner Sharon Stewart.
We can put our good on stage. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Margaret. Good evening. Good evening once again. You look good. You look good. You look great. I think the choice of black and white, Margaret, has worked so well for us. And you just don't look good, you also look professional. Can you clap for yourself? Margaret warned me on WhatsApp. She warned me on email. She has spoken to me when I'm sitting there, no speeches. So I'll not give any. But allow me to say just one thing. That as I was sitting here, my mind went back to when we came into the board, 2019. And when we came in, nobody was certified by then. And I just want to thank the board members who are here. Kindly stand. I want to appreciate them for the hard work that they put in to ensure that as at now, we have 3,713 who are certified. Thank you, board members. God bless you. Thank you for coming. When we were planning this and CEO talked to us about it at the board, we were not very sure we'll get very many, but we are running out of space. So thank you so much for coming. And I now just want to take the opportunity to invite our chief guest, CHRP Sami Chekwan, the chair of SRC, to come and greet us. Karibu, my friend.
Good evening, HR professionals.
Good evening.
You know, I was saying, if I was as a chief guest, I should have been at the entrance to shake your hand as you came. And because I didn't do that, allow me to request you so humbly to extend your hand and shake my hand. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now, as I greet you, allow me to acknowledge the chairperson of H. How do you say that? That one. CS Sharon Kisira, the CEO, Margaret Sinjabi, the board members. I know two by now, Jacob and my commissioner Adam, the executive director of HRM, my boss, Russia, CHRP, another boss of mine, Here today, allow me just to acknowledge my bosses. Another boss of mine, Dr. Bijiwe. By the way, allow me just to ask him to stand, Dr. Bijiwe, if you don't mind, sir. Dr. Bijiwe is the Secretary for HR in the entire country, in the government of Kenya. In the House, we have the overall HR in the public sector in Kenya. And of course, the representative of the chairperson of IHR, my friend and my mentor, Madangani Muya. By the way, I didn't know your real title until today. Coach Madangani Muya. He's the only guy who can claim in this room tonight that he's more senior than me. I think he's the only guy. And the reason I say this, ladies and gentlemen, is that when we started the HR profession, when we started, we were only a handful of us. We knew exactly where everyone was. I remember when the first executive director on operation, he was a guy called Kitoku. William Kitoku, that's the guy. He used to bring membership forms to our offices. One by one. Did he bring the office?
Yes.
Yeah. And we filled, then he would go back and now say, have you filled the form now? And you say yes, or you still give you time. You would come and pick it, and you go and process. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, when I walked in and I saw how the room is full, I'm so proud of the HR profession in this country. Why don't we clap for ourselves? We have grown, ladies and gentlemen. The other day, I met the ED, the Vice Chair of Operation, and she informed me without any doubt that we are now over 20,000 members of IHR. It's amazing. It's amazing how the HR profession has grown in this country. I will not make a speech, ladies and gentlemen, because I have been guided that is funding, funny. But since I have the microphone, when you get to my age, you just feel like you want to dispense a lot of wisdom. So I'll not sleep well if I don't say one of them. But really what I wanted to say is that I think we have come of age as the HR community. Why do I say that? When we started, we used to be called personnel officers or personnel managers. And then we struggled a little bit, fighting for our lives and our space, and we graduated to be called HR officers, HR managers. I think a lot of us are still being called like that. But something significant happened during that transition, which I saw with my very own eyes. We started moving from the back office, where we used to file reforms and manage personnel records. And people started asking us one or two things how to run the business. So we quickly moved towards the strategic table. Along the way, and I'm one of them, we were invited to the board. We started bringing value They started asking us questions, and the answers we gave, they said, these guys must sit with us in the board. So a lot of us now are sitting in the board of public and private sector organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out. I've come here this evening to try to achieve what I wanted to achieve, but I never achieved. I want to achieve it through you guys. I see the fire in you. I see the vibrancy. I see the excitement. I see the value. What is it I want us to do next? I want to ask you so humbly that please move from just being a board member, from sitting in the board to being CEO. And I'm not saying this so that you go and sit here, there as CEO in the corner office and have a nice time, get a good salary, enjoy the perquisites of that high office. No. I say this because I think it's now the season for the HR capability to lead the organization. It is our time. HR profession. The competencies that we need to transform public and private sector organizations lie in this world. When I was in the back office filing records, by the way, after my MBA and my job, I was then working for PricewaterhouseCoopers. My first job I was given was filing for 3 months. But it was the most useful time of my career. I knew, when I started now doing consulting, I knew exactly what we should do. But when I was doing that, the CEOs were mainly finance people. And then there were marketing people, and then there were engineers. But I can tell you today the skill we need in the role of CEO, in the role of chairperson of the board, is a skill of HR. That is how we can transform this country. This is how we can transform the world today. Finally, how do you get there? You cannot be given this thing on a silver platter. Power is never given. HR professionals, you have to grab it. You have to fight for it. And tonight, let me just share 2 ideas that I think will get us there. Number 1, we should always be learning. You should be very, very curious. You cannot be on the strategic table if you are talking ideas of yesterday. You have to be very calm. Fortunately, technology is helping us. What was bothering us, like some of us, we never got to be CEOs in the places we were because they didn't think we knew numbers. They say HR, you speak a lot of theory, a lot of stories. But today, I see a lot of my HR colleagues being masters of numbers. And please, learn. And that's why, Sharon, I never told you, I accepted this invitation just to come and pass that message. There is no other better place to learn than the combination of IHRM and Hrmpeb. These guys have been following them. They are doing a fantastic job. By the way, when the fellows of the institute, including my friend Coach Moya, had a CHRP, we resisted. We fought against it. Then one day, I came to the office of IHRM. Then you are in HRM. Then you are in Cardinal Tunga Plaza there. And I said, guys, I know this thing. Please give it to me and just make me say HRP. There's a guy I met called Isaac Ondi. He's still there. Where is he? Isaac Ondi? Did you come? Alex. Anyway, Alex sat me down and said, by the way, this MBA of yours, you did it over 20 years ago. Do you really think it is still relevant today? There and then, it made me to register for CHRP courses. And let me tell you, it was transformational. Especially the research project really opened my eyes in ways I assumed I knew, but I learned I didn't know. And since then, since I started doing that research, I've become a very good student. Sharon, I didn't tell you this, but I finished my coursework for PhD, and it is because I realized actually it is not hard to learn. It is fun. It is exciting. So when you say you want to get your a CHRP, I feel once you do this thing, you cannot stop. What am I saying? Take CHRP as your baseline and go and learn and learn and learn and learn. Let me finish by saying this. When you on that learning journey, this is my second day. Four things you should take into account. Number one, personal effectiveness. As a person, we have to trust you that you can do the right thing, that you can manage yourself. Number two, you have to manage the organization. Whether it is a business, whether it's a government department, wherever you have to manage that organization. Number three, you have to manage the context. And that is why I'm very proud of Hrmpeb when you came up with a theme for tonight, building stronger HR networks beyond certification. I think it's so powerful because it is assumed that you manage yourself. So it is difficult. You manage the organization. But if you don't manage the context, if you don't manage the relationships, if you don't manage stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, you will never become CEO. Ask Madam E.P. You think she's enjoying life at that office. You don't know the context she's managing. Managing government. I know sometimes we give her a hard time as fellows, and she manages us. She goes to manage other players, and you think she's enjoying life in that office. Managing context is what I invite you, HR professional, to partake of. When you master that, you are ready to be the CEO of the organization. With those many remarks, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend, and all the best in your journey to transform the HR profession and transform the country. May God bless you.
Thank you so much, Chair, for the great remarks. Let's appreciate him some more. Indeed, we take the challenge. I think the sentiments sit very well with us. We see the coming of age of the HR profession, and just seeing the stakeholders on this table here and the whole community here, really like you're saying, we're really getting to that golden age of the HR profession. And it's just good to see that community that every player is trying to create, where people will come together, celebrate, learn from each other, engage, build communities, and I think this is reverberating even across different industries. And yes, I know we have CEOs. Last time we went to the conferment of the fellows, we were told we need politicians and MPs and governors. We have governors here and MPs. Just look around the table and see who looks like can make a very good MP, because you need to send some MPs there to that house. And now we're being told also we need CEOs sitting in those corner offices, taking strategic positions and just pushing the people agenda in organizations. So thank you so much once more, sir, and we are really blessed by having you here. So at this juncture, I know we are hungry, and definitely our time is to be asking for something. Also, we have our band ready to entertain us. And also in the house we have who? Msanii mkubwa.
Yes sir, tuko na msanii mkubwa. Sijui tuwaletee kama surprise ama tumtaje.
Tumtaje tu.
Niseme ama niwache. Niseme ama niwache. You know right now I feel very wise.
Yes.
After those few words of wisdom.
Yes.
Nasikia hata walking style kidogo ina change.
Okay.
Nimesikia jina transformation mahali.
Yes.
Can you transform the state of your body?
Yes.
Stomach-wise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. So we are about to just go and serve some lunch, or some dinner, sorry. I want to believe the team is ready to wait on us. And I think Madam Margaret will help me to usher this table first. Then after that, the hotel team is going to guide us on how we are going to eat, even as the band gives us a few pieces to just keep us engaged. So allow me, Madam Margaret, to request you to just lead our guests to the serving table. Also, our speakers for today, Lillian, as well as Dr. Francis, please follow suit. And the other people within the room, please, you can lead the way. Then our guests are going to follow you. Yes, kindly. So our guests, please feel free to follow Madam Margaret. And also, if we have other invited guests in the room, please feel free to follow as well. Our speakers also, please follow suit as well. Yes, and Dr. Francis, please join the team. Then the hotel team will be banking on you to help us coordinate the tables, and if we can serve in the quickest time possible, that will be very good. So band, take it away. Meanwhile, feel free to continue networking and engaging. The theme for today is building stronger HR networks beyond certification. So let's connect, let's get to know each other, and just share. wait to get a ticket. So those who have tickets, please proceed to serve. There's a table to my right. We're issuing the tickets per table. We'll be coming to you. So once you get your tickets, we'll proceed to the service station so you can get served. The rest of us, if you don't mind, that's for open. We can go to our seats. Then it's going to go around to give us the tickets. So if you're not standing in long queues, you just sit and then you can go Thank you so much. Those who are free to pass without any obstruction.